Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. There is no doubt about it. Hog Lightning is back in the meta, baby. Whether you love it or you hate it, you're going to want to know how to play it and how to counter it if you hate it. So I have none other than Swood back on the line. Swood, welcome back to the channel. He's one of the great teachers in the game. How you doing, man?
Thanks for having me on, Ash. I'm doing really good. Excited for the new update that just dropped, Clan Wars and Hog Lightning. Those are the two headlines, really.
Yeah, dude, I think that Dark Goblin is living up to expectations of being a super powerful card. Sure. I have some of those decks coming, by the way, as well. And Hog Lightning is totally everywhere. It finished top 3 decks in a 1K tournament that I hosted yesterday on Facebook. So definitely, it's meta. I don't want to like make the call too early, Swood, but you know, at the same time, I feel like it's a definitely viable deck. And you've shared 2 versions today, 2 Hog Lightning decks, one with a P.E.K.K.A, one with a mini P.E.K.K.A and Princess. Maybe talk a little bit about the difference between these 2 decks, then we'll hop into some live battles.
Yeah, so the Hog mini P.E.K.K.A one's the one I've been using a bit more. These are both sort of copycats of earlier metas, just for like the Hog Rocket Princess and the Mega Knight Hog, but also the Hog or P.E.K.K.A Hog Lightning. So both of these have been played before. These are just like the most popular ones that have been coming out. Nobody's really using the Executioner Tornado one, just because with the big tornado nerf, it's not as great as dealing with like beatdown pushes. So the Hog mini P.E.K.K.A one's really good. It's at swarms, especially like 3 Musketeers, which are pretty popular now because of the lightning, so they can like block it with the battle ram. But you have the Princess for swarm control, so it's really strong. And also, with everyone using Hog, also the mini P.E.K.K.A and the P.E.K.K.A, if you play them quick enough, you're able to deny all damage from the Hog. So that's really good and important to have in a Hog deck.
Yeah, that's absolutely. And we're just going to watch your first Golem replay in the background here. But as we do, I want to ask you about both of these decks. I'm on my free-to-play account right now, and I don't have Princess or Ewiz or Logswood. It's a tough life for the free-to-play, Ash. So what can I substitute for those cards?
Yeah, for sure. So the Zap is a great substitute for the Log. Obviously, it's not super paramount to have either or in this matchup, or in this deck, so it's really just preference. So if you need to use a Zap, that's fine, or if it's a higher level for ladder, that's also good. Okay. For the Princess, you can easily switch in the Dark Goblin. It's obviously really good. It's not as good as dealing with Minion Horde, but it's still 2 shots of minions if you're equal level. So Dark Goblin is a good substitution for the Princess, and Musketeer is good for the Ewiz. Obviously, you're not going to be as good against like an Inferno Dragon or Inferno Tower, but other than that, you should be good with the Musketeer.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use Muskie and Zap then. Why Zap over Arrows? Isn't it a little bit redundant to have Zap and Lightning in the same deck, or are you totally a fan of it?
I think it's good. You can't always use the Lightning. Like if they have an Inferno Tower and you have like an Ice Golem Hog, you can't always Lightning that. So just having the Zap be able to reset it or reset an Inferno Dragon, because even if you Lightning an Inferno Dragon, it's still going to stay alive. So just having the ability to zap those kind of cards is really crucial.
Okay, makes sense to me. And before we hop into the live matches, one final question is, what do you think about the state of 2.6 Hog Cycle? Do you think that, you know, with the Ice Spirit kind of being, well, not kind of, really being nerfed pretty hard there, do you think it's viable? Do you think that Tesla would be better than Cannon? Like, what do you think about the cheapest cycle versions of Hog?
I still think all those versions, even like all the Fireball versions or with Ice Spirit, I still think they're all going to be really good. Okay. With the update, obviously Tornado and Ice Spirit got some nerfs, which, if you think about it, are really big buffs for the Hog. So even if you're not playing Hog Lightning, this Hog still got a really big buff. I don't think the Ice Spirit itself is really going to impact the deck. It's still a really good card. It's just not as amazing, but you have a lot of defense in that deck with Skeletons, Ice Golem, and stuff like that, or any cycle deck. So I still think it's going to be really strong. And Cannon, I still think will be fine. I'd be a little scared to play Tesla unless you're playing like Expo, because Lightning is going to be really popular and Lightning does really well versus Tesla. So playing a 1 elixir higher defense is a little scary. Okay. All right, good take on that. Let's go ahead and hop into a live here. You can see his card levels here are, I really like this because this is what a lot of people are actually dealing with. Not everybody's maxed out. So you have a level 9 Hog, you have level 6 Epics. So why don't you hop into a ladder match and then we'll kind of alternate and you can give feedback and we'll just have some fun. Sounds good. I'm going in with the Hog Princess. Let's do it. Hog Princess version. Then I'll play the P.E.K.K.A version after that and you can tell me all the things that I do wrong. I'm right. So talk about, I have a very a specific question for you. Well, I'll let you deal with this, I guess, first.
How do you deal with, as far as opening play goes, are you comfortable just sending in the Hog as your opening play with this deck, or is it a little bit heavier, so it's not like it's a cycle?
Yeah, so I like playing, the Princess deck is a bit better for starting hands. There's a Princess in the back is really good, Ice Spear at the bridge, or Hog Rider I also think is fine. It depends on the Hog player. I feel like a lot of Hog players are either like, I always start Hog or I never start Hog.
Yeah.
I don't know the definitive answer, so I do it sometimes when I feel like it.
Yep. Well, Jack always starts Hog with 2.6, so I'd say that would be, but obviously it's a different deck, but I'd say it's safe in cheaper decks for sure.
Yeah, sure.
So Mega Knight, wow.
Yeah, this is Mega Knight Hog, so Mega Knight Loon, so...
Yeah, this is a really popular deck actually recently.
Yeah.
It's an annoying one too, and it's good. But okay, let me ask you this while you're dealing with this. Okay, this is kind of dead, this push, I think, maybe? No.
Loon's gonna get a hit, I think, because I just gonna have hymns. But Hog should get some good damage.
Yeah, he will. Okay, so let me ask you this. Hypothetically, you send in the Hog as your very first play of the match, and they defend with, I'm going to give you two scenarios. They defend with Mega Minion, and then they defend with a Wizard in the other scenario. So obviously, Wizard not being ideal, but the point of the question here is if you have Lightning in hand, would you use it in those two scenarios, or neither, or which one would you and not?
Yeah, so early on in the game, you really want to be holding your Lightning because you can still hit a lot with it, but your Hog Lightning is a 10 elixir investment, so you really don't want to do that too often. Wizard or Witch would probably be the one situation where I would do it, but Mega Minion and stuff like that, I would be very cautious to Lightning. Once you're in double elixir, if you're able to like take them by surprise and take like half a tower, it's very worth it to Lightning. But other than like a pump, you want to really not play your Lightning too much, because if you use it too much, you get too trigger happy. It's gonna be a little scary trying to defend on the counter push.
And you're doing really nice, especially since I'm peppering you with questions. You're doing a great job here in this match. Doesn't look like that balloon will get a hit, and indeed does not. Princesses, I mean, I take it just with every other Princess deck, just stacking Princesses and cycling to more Princesses is always a good thing in this deck if you're not sure what to do.
Yeah, for sure. Always just playing them opposite lane, unless you have like 2 or 3 and they have like a log. Like right here, I'm gonna play my Princess here, but like say he had a log, and he was able to
3
log
Princess.
It's not good. So I just did that to show, but
yeah, I gotcha.
With the Loon, and he had arrows for the minions, but we were able to come out with the win.
Dude, what do you think about these emotes during a battle? I almost feel bad because like people will watch me and then I'll be BMing, but it won't be me, but all the spectators, and I can only imagine they're like,
for you.
Yeah, dude, yeah, exactly. I can only imagine my opponents will be like, dude, Ash is, the people who like Ash are all assholes, or whatever, you know? I don't know. So here we go. I'm in a match right now. I have P.E.K.K.A, Goblins, Ice Golem, and Zap as my starting hand here. So I'm just going to Gobbo against this Hog. Going up against another Hog deck, no surprise there, right? I'm just going to play a... I'm going to see what he does here. If he zaps, okay, forget it. Because I do have Hog in hand right now. I'm just going to P.E.K.K.A.
So P.E.K.K.A will die, but...
I could have zapped it, because I do have Zap instead of...
Fine. I was going to say you could get a Hog in front of that, but you don't need to now with the Goblin Gang. Just let them...
So I imagine he's probably going to Hog me here. I can just zap that up if I need to. Don't think I need to, though. Nah, I don't have to. So I can Hog here, should I?
Yeah, you can go for it. Doesn't have a great hand to defend. He uses Goblin Gang and Inferno Dragon.
Should I have went Goblins as well with it, or no?
No, I think that's a little aggressive. The only thing is, like, Ice Golem Hog, depending on the deck. Like, if they have Goblins, then you can zap the Goblins, but throwing stuff behind the Hog isn't always the greatest.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah, it's hard when there's a tank in front.
It's gonna take my tower there for sure.
A lot of swarmy cards, like the Goblins, to defend, so...
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this over here. I still have a shot here. I haven't seen a spell out of him. I think he has Fireball, I imagine, though, right?
Probably. So cover your zap here for the Goblin Gang.
Yeah. So he uses an E-Wiz. That was not the best defense, but I don't get a ton of damage onto his tower, unfortunately.
So he actually has no spells.
Yeah. But I don't have... I'm going to have to defend first before... What should I do in this situation?
Just play something in the back right, and then prepare for another Hog once you get it. Like Ice Golem Hog if you can. But you might have to use your Ice Golem depending on what he plays.
Interesting that he's not doing anything.
Yeah. I don't know if he was just down Elixir or what, but...
So I have lightning ready. Should I use it?
Yeah, you can use it.
Okay.
Probably play one more card too. Alright, he's not, but you should get the tower. So watch for Hog here on the right side. Bandit charges in on, steals the P.E.K.K.A. So
I'm gonna have to hog here.
yeah, so get ready for the Inferno Dragon 2, put a Musketeer high up.
Didn't have enough elixir.
All good. Hog's gonna actually get through, so that's nice.
Yeah, but not nice enough. So he has hog.
Here.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of me.
Yeah, goblins are like really the only great cheap counter.
I lose.
That's why I've been using the mini P.E.K.K.A. one a lot more, just because the mini P.E.K.K.A. is 4 elixir instead of 7, and it still denies all damage if you play it properly. So that's really nice with the Ice Spirit too.
Okay, what did I do wrong there? Do you want to watch the replay?
Sure. Yeah, so you didn't really have a great starting hand. This deck doesn't have any amazing first plays, so it's kind of just wait, see what happens.
Yeah, let's go in double time because I don't want to watch the whole thing back.
Okay. So really just taking it slow with this deck, and then like against this matchup, taking it slow and then taking it to double elixir would help you just survive.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, no Ewiz is going to hurt for the Inferno Dragon, but Lightning Zap is alright. Neither of them kill it, obviously, so...
Yeah. He got a lot of damage there, like sneakily, on that push.
Yeah.
Then he has like a pretty good counter push here. This is the one that I don't catch the Valkyrie. So he takes the left tower. So I guess that was a mistake on that kite on the ice golem.
Yeah, if you could have kited the Valkyrie, then you could have played your goblins, which would have been nice. Zap here was good. Get some decent damage here, not a ton, but...
Yeah, so then I think that, I don't know if there were any glaring mistakes from here on out.
No, you gotta commit a lot to this Hog push just because he was up early, so you had to put 12 elixir on that side, which gives him an 8 elixir advantage.
Yeah, I think that maybe using that lightning was a mistake in hindsight. No? Maybe?
Yeah, I was hoping for him to...
drop something else.
Drop something else, because if he would have dropped something else and he didn't lightning, he would have just taken the tower, or he wouldn't have taken the tower, so it would have just been a 1-0 game.
Yeah. Well, either way, it was well played on his part. Let's go ahead and switch off to you. Why don't you play that deck, and we'll watch you.
Yeah, for sure. On ladder?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Going in now.
All right. Show us how the pro does it, Swood.
So I have Hog in hand, so I'm probably going to start that. Wait until 10, maybe a couple seconds after, see what he plays.
All right.
So I didn't play anything, we'll go in.
All right. Barbarians. Interesting. Wizard. Uh-oh.
So this is a good time for me to play my P.E.K.K.A. He played 10 elixir. Should... Well, I hope my P.E.K.K.A. kills that stuff.
Yeah, it should clean it up pretty nicely there. There we go.
A couple levels higher.
Because we don't have a lot, like you said, we don't have a lot of splash damage in this deck, so you really have to rely, I mean, especially in this version. So how do you deal with like a bunch of baity type decks?
With like swarm cards or the splash cards?
Swarm cards.
Swarm cards, really just, if you can, like the Skarmy, what I try to do is like kite it with like an Ice Golem or Goblins. Obviously Ewiz, if you have that, is really good, but if you don't have Ewiz, then you have Zap. So Zap is also pretty good at the swarms, obviously. Really it's just distracting it, giving your tower time to defend it, because if you aren't able to let your tower defend it, then it's going to be tough. So you got some E-Barbs, Barbs.
Dude, E-Barbs, Barbs. What the heck deck is this, dude?
I have no idea.
You gotta be careful of it, though.
Yeah, he's also got Wizard, which does pretty good against most of my swarms. Because this deck has like a few beefy cards of P.E.K.K.A, Ewiz sort of, but then the rest of it's sort of all swarmy.
Yeah.
So we're not going to lightning that. Well, we don't have elixir, but he might drop something else. We could either lightning on defense, or we could just Ice Golem it. Get a better.
He has mirror too, so just be aware.
Yeah, lightning to his last mirror Wizard. So that's gonna get one hit. I played the P.E.K.K.A slightly too. Oh wait, never mind. It just got stuck.
Oh, it got stuck.
that was calculated.
Beautiful, beautiful pro play, Swood. All right, so here comes P.E.K.K.A.
Or Skarmy. Either or.
There you go. Nice.
So now that Skarmy's out of hand, Hog Rider should do good. I think he... Oh. Mirror Barbs.
Yeah, the Mirror Barbs. You're going to have to lightning eventually here.
I was going to lightning that, but I would have just hit all the barbs, so I didn't do that.
No, yeah, no. I didn't mean on that, but...
Plays it really far back. We're trying to P.E.K.K.A the wizard just to deal with that.
Yep. Wow, P.E.K.K.A 2 shots wizard?
I don't think so. It's just my P.E.K.K.A's
Your
turn
level.
standard.
Gotcha. All right, predictive log there. This time you'll get that hog in for a swing or two. Make it 1. Man, this is painful.
Played at Eva's opposite lane accidentally. Trying to kite the daycare of barbarians.
Oh my god, so many barbarians. All right, you got 1 minute left to get 1,037 damage off this tower here. Sends in hog. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He gave me the opening. There you go.
I could lightning that, but he could mirror barbs, so I'm just going to cycle to log. Because if he mirrored barbs and I lost, I would try.
That's true. Good, smart thinking there. All right, good game. Now I'll try the mini P.E.K.K.A version.
That was good.
I just got to make it real quickly, so we will fix that through the magic of editing, I think. Would you ever send in an ice golem hog?
I think that's a bit too much at the start. If you don't have the hog like you have at 5th, I would just play like an ice golem in the back or something.
Okay.
Because not knowing what they're playing, it's a little too much. So for this, it's really just distracting the Mega Knight and then getting good damage with the mini P.E.K.K.A. So like an ice golem here. Yep, perfect. Oh, mini P.E.K.K.A's running away.
Oh man, mini P.E.K.K.A, what are you doing, dude? That baby dragon's gonna get a ton of damage, but hopefully we can get something going on over here. Hovering the zap, got it, but a little bit late. I hate when you hover zap and it feels like you should be like plenty of time. But yeah, Dark Goblin.
It's like a second drop delay, so that hurts.
Yeah. I think he's low in elixir here. I don't think he has enough for Mega Knight, maybe? Let's see.
Yeah, so that's something really important about Hog. If you know like they have like a Mega Knight or a really expensive card, if you're able to, if you're going to play Hog anyways, you'd rather play it at like 5 elixir than 10 elixir because you're just giving them 5 extra elixir to defend.
Sure.
Trying to play it early so they play a suboptimal counter is ideal.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good defense there. A lot of the mini P.E.K.K.A is interesting.
Ah, man, that was a waste of a zap, but maybe I can get a swing on it. Yep.
So I think you're down a bit of elixir because you threw the
I
ice.
shouldn't have zapped there.
So I'd be careful about hogging here because he'll just Mega Knight it.
Yep. So I guess I'm going to... I guess I'm not down in elixir.
I guess not. Even so, he's still probably close.
I'm gonna go opposite lane.
Sounds good. So I believe the Hog should get 1 hit from the last Mega Knight nerf. You can leave the baby dragon and just defend the virginity here.
Indeed, indeed. I think I can handle this just fine.
Nice defense. Hog will get 2 hits, I think.
Ah! Is E-Wiz too. Alright. Gonna have to be ready with a strong Golem Lightning here. I mean, Hog Lightning, I think, to finish things off, maybe?
You can Lightning that, you don't even have to Hog. Double Prince is still here.
Right?
This would be save up for Lightning, see if you can get it off. Yeah, that'd be a really good Lightning.
Boom, boom, boom. Get in there, Mini P. Oh, Mini P got it done.
Lightning helps them if I could get it.
Dude, why am I getting these people who are good in mid-level arena? Or maybe I'm just really bad, Swoot. I don't know. But, okay, so tell me on that one. What did I do wrong there? Do you have anything just on, you know, from what you saw?
There's nothing huge. Obviously, are we watching through it or just?
Yeah, let's watch it in double time.
Sounds good.
3, 2, 1, play, and then go double.
Okay. So there's nothing, like no glaring mistakes. A couple times you were a little aggressive trying to zap the Skarmy. You just gotta let go sometimes, and the tower will clean up for the most part. If it's a full Skarmy, it'll get a decent amount of damage. But if you just throw like an Ice Spirit on it, or half of them are dead already from the push, then it won't get any damage on your tower.
Okay. Do you think that zap was aggressive, or was that okay?
It was a little aggressive, but it worked out because he got a lot of damage, so it was fine. So he was good. Just mini P.E.K.K.A the Hog. That was good defense.
So quite a few times in this battle, I would go opposite lane with Hog. Is that okay, or did you think I went a little bit too aggressive there? So this is a waste of 3 elixir there with the Ice Spirit and the Zap.
Yeah, Hog opposite lane is alright. It's more so just about splitting their attack up, because this deck doesn't have great damage. Like, obviously you have the mini P.E.K.K.A, but it's just one card, so if you're able to split it up, like here, right at 60 seconds, the Baby Dragon's one lane. That really helps because you don't have to deal with the Baby Dragon behind the Mega Knight, so you can play minions. So splitting up like that is good. Just if you do too much of it, you're going to get both towers really low and not be able to finish the game. So it's finding the line there.
Man, Dark Goblin did some work there for me.
Yeah.
Against that Hog on defense.
And then not pushing in there against the Prince is obviously smart because you don't want to push in.
Yeah, I think that not to like, I don't mean this in a braggadocious way, but I think that that's what won me the game is going opposite lane with that Hog and then just trying to play some defense in the right. Because,
yeah, that worked out well at the end.
Yeah, because that forced him to use a little bit of elixir on the other lane. But hey, man, I really enjoy having you on, Swood. You got to come back soon, okay?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's always awesome being over here.
No problem, man. Is anything that we should know about coming up on your channel? Any plugs that you have for us today?
I'll plug the YouTube channel, Swood Clash Royale. Nothing super planned right now. We're just waiting for CRL. Obviously, I'm hoping to compete in that. Once that's up and running, if I move over to that with like the gaming house and all that, hopefully a lot more content. Hoping to also stream on Twitch in the near future, but nothing planned yet, so just stay tuned.
All right, man. Sounds good. Thank you so much for coming on again. I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you check out Swood's player stats and profile, as well as mine. I'm going to redo that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for today's video. Check out my player stats and profile listed from Stats Royale in the description below. Also, huge shout out to Swood for coming on. Check out his YouTube channel and his social media in the show notes below. And lastly, but certainly not least, let's give a huge thank you to Bren Chong, my partner here on CWA Mobile Gaming. He does a lot for the community. Thank you so much, Bren. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.